if he has a frame here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk his hips backwards, his kneecaps backwards, until my knee can come to the inside. And then I'm going to pass it off. Okay? I'm going to open my elbow so that his elbow comes above his shoulder. Once his elbow is above his shoulder, I know that he can't bridge away from my base. He has to bridge into my base. Right? He has to come into me. If his elbow is up, he has to bridge through his own body. He's not going to be able to. Okay? I'm going to put my head to the mat. I'm going to put my shin on his stomach, but I'm not putting any weight on my leg. All my weight is up here. Okay? From this position, I'm going to slide my knee to the mat, open my leg, and I'm going to bring my foot up to his hip level. Okay? Don't leave your foot down here. He's going to re-guard. So when I'm heavy on top, knee to the mat, open my leg, and I bring my feet up. So if he's a good player, he's going to freak out here. So if he bridges, I'm just going to use my legs to push into his hips to kill the bridge power. Okay? From here, if he leaves his frame in, he gives us the choke. So most people will do a TJ dip and bring his frame up away from my head. So I need to get his arm to the other side of my head without lifting my chest. Okay? He's going to have constant down elbow pressure. So if I lift my chest, his elbow's going to go through and I'm going to lose everything. So the way that I'm going to get my head to the other side is by using my free hand and bringing it across the center line, which is his spine. Okay? Once I get the hand across the center line, now I can very easily bring my head to the other side without losing the position. Okay? So from here I'm going to sink downwards so I don't lose it. I'm going to post either on his shoulder or his head so that I can get as deep as possible. I'm going to go palm to palm, and I'm going to try to get my elbow very high. Okay? The only point he can reverse me is up here. So if I have tight elbows, I have no base if he bridges this way. Okay? And his elbow's going to come back in. So before I dismount, I need to make sure that my base is in that quadrant. And only now am I going to dismount. So I'm going to shin over. I'm going to get my hips low. And my finishing mechanics, I'm going to use my head on the mat to push into his head. And I'm going to pull my elbow down towards my hip so that my squeeze is with all my lat and my big back muscles. Okay? A lot of people try to finish this with their bicep. My arms are too skinny, so I need to use my big back muscles. And if you're big, you'll just crush people here. So head to the mat, pushing, and my elbow, I'm pulling it into my hip. And there's a tremendous amount of pressure now. So we'll go through it all again. Head and arm, he has a frame. I'm gonna walk his hips back until my knees can come inside. Okay, we get taught this a lot. This is not gonna work on anybody who's any good, right? If he's tight, it's not really gonna work. So I walk back until I get my knees in. My pressure is here, forward. Elbow line matters, above his shoulder. Right shin, knee to the mat, feet on the hips. If he bridges, I push. Okay, when I'm ready, start to walk my hand across. If I need more power, I just move my head. So again, it's my lats. Till my head is across the center line. It's easy to sink down. Okay, I'm ready. If he's gonna bridge, I want to go for the choke. I make it deep, palm to palm, very wide base. If he bridges now, nowhere to go. Dismount, get low, push with my head, pull with my elbow for the finish.
How do you manage the telephone?
How do you